Hey guys, Zelonius here. Welcome to another video on the channel. In today's video, we are going to be looking at the best meta attacking tactic in FIFA 23 right now. Are you fed up of getting out teamed on FIFA? Want that God squad that you've always dreamed of? Check out MMOEXP and use code ZEL at checkout for a 5% discount. Check out the link below. MMOEXP, the best place to buy coins. So here we are. We are going to be looking at the 4-3-3 fifth variation. Now, a disclaimer before we get into it. This is not the best formation defensively. It's usable defensively, and I'll explain that as we go through the tactic. But this formation is all about attack, overloading your opponent, overwhelming them, and scoring a lot of goals with an insane amount of options. Very fun. Probably my favourite, most fun formation I've played with this year. Is it my absolute best in terms of do I think it's the most meta? Probably not. I think in order I go 4-3-2-1, 4-2-2, and those two are very tight. And then third favourite in terms of if I had to pick one to win any game, because I think the best would be this. So I think it's a top formation still, but it is a little bit sus defensively, and does require a little bit of a different setup to probably what you guys are used to. So we're going to look into it. This is the team I've been using for it. So as always, with my formations, you guys have probably seen, if you will, unless you're new around here, welcome to the channel if you are. Don't forget to subscribe for the latest tactics, players, gameplay tips, tutorials. But if you're not new around here and you've seen my tactics videos before, you will most likely know and probably expect when I do a formation, I have a defensive and attacking variation. The defensive isn't defensive at all. It's just that's literally what the name of the game plan is. In terms of the actual tactic, it's just a slightly more default one. You can start a game on a bit more balance, and then we go to a more aggressive attacking one as we go on. Funnily enough as well, this is actually the formation I use for my ultra attacking because I think it's so good in general when you're chasing a game, getting back into it to score goals. So this is the default one we're looking at. We'll get into the tactic in a sec. In terms of the formation, the wingers, you want two wingers who are quick, skill moves weak foot, a bit like your strikers, but you need a bit more pace out there. Your best player in terms of your best attacker needs to be in the middle, really. Ideally, you want someone with 5-star. 5-star just going to make you a lot better in the attack. Ginola is perfect for this. There's some other options. All three of my attackers could play that role, to be fair. The reason we played this formation instead of the 4-3-3 is that the centre forward, the way it interacts in game, links up very well with the midfield and wingers compared to the normal 4-3-3 where it's a striker. The wingers, though, standard stuff. Striker, centre forward, we've talked about. This middle CDM, this is important. He needs to be quick. Valverde would be perfect there, to be fair as well. But he needs to be quick and needs to have solid defending. He's going to be anchoring the team. So he's going to be helping defend and staying back when the rest of the guys are attacking. So this needs to be someone who's quick to be able to cover the gaps that you're going to leave naturally in this formation. The two outside centre mids ideally are going to be box-to-box midfielders. Honestly, though, you can play attackers. I used 94 Messi at left centre mid. You can use attackers in the outside centre mid positions. It will hurt you a little bit defensively just because they're not going to have the defending stats and get back as much, but it's viable. A lot of the time in game, these outside centre mids are going to be making runs in behind the centre forward. They're going to be in the box, so that these guys need to be able to shoot. You can't have like 70 finishing or so here. Valverde is not ideal for the formation. If I was to pick someone perfect, it'd be someone like Zidane, Team of the De Bruyne, Hullet, or you could go like cards like Eusebio, Messi. Really good attackers work really well in this formation. Ideally, your midfielders, you still want them to be physical and quick to cover ground. But like I say, they need to be good on the ball technically. The fullbacks do get forward quite a lot, so you want fullbacks with solid skill moves, weak foot, good passing, good on the ball. Centre backs, just the standard you want for centre backs, same for keeper. In terms of the actual tactic here, we're going 40 width, fairly compact and narrow. We don't want to be pushing out too wide. We want the midfield to sit around the edge of the box and defend well. 72 depth, so we're using the auto offside traps. That is not a thing on old gen. I think on old gen I would lower the depth to like 40. The new gen though, this is what I play. I think the auto offside trap's really good. Now this is probably the biggest difference you see in this tactic compared to what you'll see in most formations people run. I use forward runs. Forward runs doesn't work in a lot of formations well, in my opinion. It doesn't synergize well, but in this one it does, because what it does is it allows the outside centre mids to make, and you'll see when we combine it with the player instructions, those are really key as well. They make runs in behind, overlapping runs on the centre forward. It overwhelms the opposition because you almost have 5 attackers, and it's very hard to defend, and it just gives you so many options going forward. Players in box, we have 6. Pretty standard. The width's quite low. We want a lot of options in the middle, but the width won't feel too bad in game because even though the width's low, the fullbacks are naturally going to be out wide to occupy men there. For the instructions, stay forward, cut inside, get in behind, get into the box on the wingers. So it's a very aggressive one. If you went come back on defense, they would get back a bit, but not loads. So it would help your defense a little bit. But I would rather that all front three stay forward. It really helps you on the counter attack. So it's a very good counter attacking formation. You want them cut inside because you want them to be central and you want the fullbacks to push up. In terms of the centre forward, stay central, stay forward. You can go basic defence support to kind of get him to float a bit, but it's up to you. This was what works for me. The middle CDM, cut passing lanes, stay back while attacking, cover centre. He needs to be on stay back. If this guy's not staying back and there's not someone quick who can cover the gaps, this formation can quickly become a nightmare. Balanced cover wing for this. So you want this outside centre mids to be able to cover the wing. If you want to be more aggressive, you can go get forward, get into the box. I just don't think you need to. I think for a more balanced formation, this is what works well. With the forward runs and these instructions, they're going to get in and make overlapping runs anyway. And you can use L1 trigger runs, L1X. Fullbacks, balanced, mixed attack. Again, you can be more attacking and go overlap, join the attack. But I think balanced, mixed attack works better. Obviously, the centre-backs run stay back. For the more aggressive one, very similar. We're not changed too much. The main difference is the press after possession loss. Press after possession loss. I use this when I'm a goal or 2 down and trying to get back into the game, but I do not want to go all out yet. So press after possession loss is very good for that. Same, obviously, with the formation in terms of how the players set up. In terms of the midfielders, I put them on get forward in this one because we're trying to win the ball higher up the pitch and get forward quick. You can put it back to balanced, but this is just what I do with this. It doesn't make a huge difference, but for me, it's what I like. And then, again, you could go join the attack overlap to be really attacking. I just think you don't want... It does hurt the fullback stamina a bit as well. And you don't want to be so attacking you leave yourself just too vulnerable. You do want a bit of balance. There might be another formation in the game that is better at attacking, but this is, for me, the best attacking formation and tactic in the game that is actually viable to use all the time. And by that, I mean it's still good at defending, it's still good at keeping the ball, it's balanced enough that you can't not use it. Yeah, some formations are really good attacking, but they're just not good enough all around that you could use all the time. I'm not going to go in depth about the ultra attacking. I'll just show you very quickly. That's what the tactic is. Constant pressure, 100 depth. Lots of players in box. I will flick through the instructions. I think they're the exact same, to be honest, except for the centre mids, just a bit more aggressive. And then the fullbacks. So it's basically some of the changes I told you on the other ones. But yeah, hopefully this formation helps you out, guys. Honestly, a lot of people tried it out and said they had a lot more fun with the game once they started using this. Surprised me how good it was. A friend recommended it. Dave Wiltz, someone who supported the Patreon. Appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Keep it spicy and have fun with the formation. Peace.